Hey everybody, this is Chase, a witchy bitch. I am here today to talk about trust and the spiritual implications of living a life in trust. So, trust is one of the fundamental pieces of the Witchy Bitch program and curriculum. And it is foundational because it is working with an energy that is actually a silent, hidden, invisible energy. And it's hard for us in a realm, in a modern context that is based in a rational mindset, to begin to cultivate a life in trust, especially if you're not religious. People who are religious, which I have nothing against religion. Religion is beautiful in itself. People who are religious, though, have had a deeper sense in their lives of having contact with that invisible force and believing that it is guiding and protecting them. They believe it through cardinal tenets of rules and through a holy book, while what I teach comes directly from spirit through you and to you, so that there is actually no one outside of you that is guiding you except for spirit itself. We don't have a book to reference. We have our own intuition to reference, and that is the true core of a witchy bitch. So, trust is something that I have learned how to cultivate in my life. It's taken me a little while, and it's not something that I even understood that it was something that I needed to cultivate. It was something that I grew up feeling a lot of fear, as most of us are conditioned to feel in the West. Fear of scarcity. All over the world, we're conditioned to feel fearful. Scarcity, things that can go wrong, anxiety, and it really comes from us thinking that we need to control our outcome, to thinking that we actually have the power to control our reality. When I started incorporating trust as a spiritual practice, I began to open up to the idea that there is a higher guiding, benevolent force that is actually working through me and for me. That if I begin to open up to it and trust that it is guiding me, I can let go. I can begin to let go, and I can begin to allow it to work through me versus me feeling like I have to control every single thing. So the way that this has worked in my life, which is incredibly difficult to do, but once you begin to start doing it, you begin to cultivate a different kind of relationship with life itself. And this is where the true essence of your intuition, and this is what real magic is it's not manipulating something to have an outcome that you believe that you want. It's actually letting go of what it is that you think that you want and trusting that whatever comes your way is actually what's meant for you. And usually, if you can spiritually get yourself to a point of releasing the thing, because grasping hands can't receive, right? So if we're in a place where we're trying to grab onto the thing that we want and we can't let go, we actually don't even know if it's really the thing that we're meant to have. And so when you begin to cultivate a spiritual relationship with the divine, with spirit, with the cosmic consciousness, and you begin to trust that this benevolent force actually has your back and actually is working through you all the time for you, you can begin to pry open the grasping hands and allow spirit to work through you, so then you can actually begin to receive that which is meant for you. I'm not saying that this is by any means an easy thing. I think that in our lives, the things that we desire the most deeply, we hold on to the tightest, right? And it can be anything from a person to a job to anything, a state of mind. We can be addicted, or we want to be happy all the time, or we don't want to feel anxious about something, so we're pushing ourselves to feel a certain way. So as you begin to incorporate trust as a spiritual practice, you begin to allow yourself to give your problems, your issues, your grievances, your sadness, the thing that you think that you want, which is actually causing you so much pain because you don't actually have it, or it's something that you may have and you don't know how to let go of it. Either one of those. If you begin to cultivate a relationship with the divine, where you begin to let go, open up the prying hands, give it back to spirit, which I'm going to do another video on this soon, and trust on how exactly to do that, and trust that whatever comes in its place is actually what's meant for you, you will be blown away at what comes into your life. Blown away. I think as humans and as humanity, we've lived in a time where we have a limited conception, because we're reacting to mass consciousness of what we think we want. We can't even fully integrate the divine consciousness and imagination. And so we limit ourselves. We limit what we actually are able to receive, because we don't trust fully that there is a benevolent universal force that actually has a greater divine destiny for us, in mind for us. So that's just a little piece on trust that I wanted to share here today. And I hope you all are doing well after the holidays, and much love and goodness to you. Okay.